Hey guys, good morning. Thank you for joining me. My name is Lizabeth. You're in a Pilates inspired fitness class. And for props today, we're going to use a pillow and dumbbells. So for the pillow, just kind of, like a little sofa pillow, nothing too heavy. And then just dumbbells. If you don't have dumbbells, that's okay. You can use cans of food, you can use little water bottles, or you can use nothing at all. But we'll start with those dumbbells in hand. Coming onto all 10 tippy toes, lower one heel, bend an elbow, and switch and switch and switch. Coming into a move we call Pilates Prancing. This simple move will begin to warm up your body, and I'd like to take this opportunity to request of you to keep your workout with me today safe and pain-free. That means comfortably uncomfortable is okay, but pain is not. Anytime you are feeling stabbing pain, shooting pain, joint pain, structural pain, anything like that, please stop what you're doing and do something different so those feelings go away. Remember, comfortably uncomfortable is okay, but structural pain is not. All right, guys, breathing. So we're in for a full body workout today. We'll move in every plane of motion. We'll get some stretching in, we'll get some balancing in, and all the good stuff. So yeah, just super glad you guys have joined me, just warming up that body. If you're with me on Zoom, thanks for dropping in and joining me. And then, of course, I'm always super thrilled to see my live students on my screen training with me. It's a special thing. I am glad everybody is with me today. For 3 and 2 and 1, come to center. I don't know about you, but I'm already feeling that heart rate coming up. Yeah, I see those heads nodding. Let's twist those arms from side to side, taking lady in a park. Whew. For 2 and 1, and come to center. All right, guys, next, let's bring that left knee into a tabletop. So we'll come right into a little bit of balance work. We'll pivot those palms so they're facing in. Take an inhale, exhale, just bend to a 90-degree angle. So really, I want those arms parallel to the mat, and I want you to squeeze those armpits closed, and then lower and bend. So our body is full of right angles. We're really in charge of the starting and stopping point of our arm movements. Woo, yeah, and breathe. So I want a small and controlled range of motion here. All right, and next time those forearms are parallel to the mat, pause. Then take an inhale, exhale, bend all the way up to the shoulders, and then just straighten halfway down. And do it again. And continue. Notice if your thigh is getting a little tired, that's on purpose. Notice if the muscles in your standing leg are also getting tired. That is also on purpose. So those muscles in that standing leg are active in a static hold. Hey, for 3 and 2 and 1, keep that knee lifted, lower those straight arms down to the ground and bend all the way up and straighten and bend and continue. Woo! I don't know if I'm feeling this in my legs or my biceps more. Feeling all of the above and balance. Squeezing those armpits closed, breathing. Woo! For 3 and 2 and 1, and come to center. Whoa, my, oh my, yeah. It's crazy how we'll take lady in a park. It's crazy how something so simple just can really sneak up on you. Yeah, for 2 and 1, and come to center. All right, guys, then this time we'll pivot those palms forward. So last time I asked for them pivoted in, this time pivot them forward. And then you guessed it, let's bring the other knee into tabletop. Take an inhale, exhale, come halfway up and do it again. Yeah, lifting and lowering. So we're, by the way, and squeeze those armpits closed and notice how much harder this is. Now, we are targeting a portion of the biceps area with this tiny range of motion. And then in a moment, we'll target a different portion of the biceps muscle with the upper range of motion. And then finally, we'll target the complete biceps muscle area. So just having fun here, kind of playing with those biceps. All right, wonder how many times those words have been strung together in a sentence. All right, next time those arms are straight out in front, pause, And then let's do the upper range of motion. And then again, just bringing it halfway down, breathing, squeezing those armpits closed, moving through space with purpose and intention, making this count, using that mind-body connection to make this harder. And again, notice how you're feeling that thigh muscle and the leg suspended in space, and also feeling a whole bunch of muscles in your standing leg. And we'll just do a few more like this. And then finally, lower all the way down, bend all the way up. Do it again. Are you squeezing those armpits closed? Are those palms still facing forward? Woo! Breathing, feeling this quite a bit. Hello, biceps. Breathing for 5. Looking good, guys. And 4. Woo! And 3, 2, and 1. Pause. Well done. Swing those arms from side to side. All right, so we've got a lot of balance in, a lot of biceps in. Woo! For 2 and 1, come to center. All right, guys, next, let's tuck those elbows into the torso. And then from here, elbows tucked into the torso, let's just begin to make little circles with those dumbbells. Now, if your dumbbells are heavy and this is not feeling great for your shoulders, just get rid of the dumbbells. So our shoulders are the most movable joint in the body, and they are also the most vulnerable joint in the body. So we definitely want to take care of them. You're breathing for 3 and 2. And pause. Let's begin to reverse the direction of those circles. And then adding in a lower body movement, let's begin to lift one foot and the other foot. So we're coming into a marching sensation. Yeah. And breathe. And notice if your body is like, wait, what? When am I moving? How am I doing that? And that's really cool because that's challenging your sense of proprioception. And when we challenge that proprioception, which means knowing where your body is in space, we help to facilitate that mind-body connection. All right, guys. And pause. Okay, let's make those circles in the other direction again. So coming back into that first direction. And then this time, let's kick the tush with one foot and the other foot and continue. Now, if it is safe for you and you'd like to add to that challenge of proprioception, maybe close one eye, maybe close the other eye, or pause for a millisecond when you blink. In other words, removing your sense of vision incrementally in a safe manner. You can challenge your balance, your sense of proprioception. Woo! Yeah, and breathing. Really good. For 2 and 1, pause, and then both feet down, open the eyes. Let's reverse the direction of those circles again. By the way, are you squeezing those armpits closed? If not, do so, and notice how much more bang for your buck you get. And then for this movement, let's kick one foot to the side, come to center, and the other foot to the side, and come to center. And then again, maybe you'd like to close those eyes if that is safe for you. And notice how moving in a different plane of motion, perhaps it's more challenging to do this with the eyes closed. And I'm certainly feeling that. Whoa. And breathing, squeezing those armpits closed. Again, definitely keeping this safe. For 3 and 2 and 1, and come to center. Well done. Notice how lots of warmth going on in that shoulder area. Swing those arms from side to side. For 2 and 1, and come to center. Okay, guys, next, let's set the dumbbells down to the side for a moment and grab your pillow. All right, pillow in hand. Let's take that pillow behind us. And then just take a natural, normal grasp on that pillow that makes sense and gently tear that pillow apart, using that, guys, as leverage to roll those shoulders back. And let's lift those arms back behind. So I'm interested here in a big heart opening sensation. Okay, and then from here, let's take that left foot and we'll place it on the inside of the lower leg. And then we'll take those arms and we'll lift and lift and lift. Again, balancing on one leg, and breathe. Maybe close one eye, maybe close the other eye, only if that's safe. You guys are cute. I feel like you're winking at me. and breathe. Woo! Yeah, definitely challenging, particularly with those arms feeling in a somewhat bound position, although certainly, of course, just drop the pillow at any time. Woo! For 3 and 2 and 1. Keep that foot there. And then let's take the pillow and we'll bring it in front of us with our palms underneath the pillow. All right, maybe for this leg, maybe that's all you want. Of course, if it's safer to keep those toes down, that's an option. If you want a little bit more, you are welcome to place that foot in that inner thigh area, adding to that balance challenge. The only thing here is we want to avoid pressure on the knee. Okay, and then take an inhale, exhale, reach forward, pull the pillow back, reach forward, pull it back, and continue. Begin to imagine, if you will, that your pillow weighs 50 million pounds. And notice how in doing that, you can make this exercise harder than it needs to be just by engaging your muscles in such a way that you would be if it were heavy. It suddenly begins to feel as though there is more resistance. And in fact, there is more resistance, which you're creating with your mind-body connection. So that's pretty cool. Woo! For 3 and 2 and 1. Come to center, both feet down. Nice job. All right, then let's take the pillow. We'll reach it back behind again. Take the other foot, put it in that inner calf area, and we'll reach those arms back behind. Okay, let's energetically begin to tear that pillow apart and lift and lift and lift. Feeling that really nice stretch in the pectoral area, feeling that strength building in the back and the triceps, and feeling that balance challenge. Looking good. Breathing. Woo, and holding that position with the lower body. Yeah, you guys are making this look super easy. But remember, if it's not, just place those toes down at any time. Woo, for 3 and 2 and 1 and pause. Okay, maybe if you wish, you can take that foot, bringing it up a little bit higher. Again, avoiding the knee. This time we'll reach that pillow straight out in front, and our palms on either side of it. And then reach overhead. Whoa! And forward, and do it again. And continue different arm movement. And breathe. Looking good. Yep. Awesome. Dropping those shoulders down as you reach that pillow overhead. For 4 and 3. Looking good. 2 and 1, and gracefully come out of it. Well done. Let's take that pillow. We'll put it between the knees, grabbing onto those dumbbells again. All right, so let's take that pillow, put it between the knees, upper thighs area, dumbbells in hand, and we'll reach that booty back in space, come on to those tippy toes, and then reach those elbows back in space and straighten, and bend and straighten, and continue. So heels are lifted, elbows are lifted, booty is out, knees behind the toes, straightening and bending. Now notice if those arms are swinging through space, and if they are, let's prevent that and be really in charge of the movement. And then, you guessed it, adding on, let's squeeze the pillow. Squeeze. So we're strengthening the ankle area, creating that strength and mobility in that ankle area. I don't know about you guys, but my ankles are kind of quivering and shaking around, which is great. Targeting the inner thighs, targeting the back, targeting the backs of the arms, maybe adding in a balance, well, definitely balance challenge on those tippy toes, but maybe close one eye, maybe the other one. Yeah, I'm not going to do that, but you're welcome to if you want to. Woo! For 3 and 2 and 1, come up to standing. Well done. All right, we're going to take this down to the ground. So dumbbells nearby, pillow nearby. Let's come all the way down to a lying down position. All right, lying all the way down. Let's kick both legs out long. Take that pillow, put it behind your head. And then I want you to reach your arms up to the ceiling and then open those arms into a goalpost position. With the elbows down directly out from the shoulders, just draw your fingernails down to the ground. So you're kind of in a, your arms are in a right angle position. And then just let your feet flop open. Just take a moment here and notice how your body is feeling. Check in, notice if there's any tightness or discomfort anywhere. Whew. Just taking a few breaths. For 2 and 1. And then let's look over to the left. Gently press your left ear into the pillow. Super gently, guys. Like on a scale of 1 to 10, like a 1. And just feel the stretch in the right side as you gently apply just the tiniest amount of pressure from your left ear into the pillow. And breathe. And then come back to center. And then let's take that right ear and gently press it into the pillow. Again, gentle, gentle. And breathe. Wow, this pillow is really comfortable. I think they're like special Pilates pillows. I feel like I should buy one for my bed. It's amazing. All right, and then come back to center. And then taking the base of the skull, guys, just gently press it into the pillow. Again, gentle, gentle. So with the neck, less is more. Just pressing the base of the skull down where it's, yeah, just the base. And breathe. Notice how your chin is kind of tucking in towards your chest. If you were standing, it is likely that your ears would be more over your shoulders, which is why we're spending time doing this, by the way. Frequently, that head juts forward, and our head is heavy, and it helps to create that rounded forward posture. So just taking this static hold of pressing the base of the skull into the pillow is helping to train our muscles to avoid that head from jutting forward. All right, for 2 and 1. And then bring your left ear down up to center, right ear down, and continue alternating from side to side, just getting that mobility in the neck, just going for a little love in the neck area. By the way, we're also with the arms in this position, it's lending to correcting poor posture. For 2 and 1, and come to center. Nice job. Let's bend both knees. Both knees. Bend, both feet flat, lift your head, remove the pillow from underneath you and put it between your knees. Grab the dumbbells. All right. Keeping the head down, knees bent, feet flat, reach your arms into a goalpost position. Take an inhale. As you exhale, lift the hips up to the ceiling, straightening the arms. Inhale, lower, exhale, lift, and continue. You are breathing. Yeah, looking really good, guys. Breathing, hollowing out that belly. All right. I'm going to come into a modification, but you guys continue lifting and lowering those hips with the head down. Looking really great. All right. For 3 and 2. And the next time you lift, those hips are lifted, pause. Pivot those palms so they're facing each other. Keep the hips lifted and just squeeze the pillow, and then open those arms out to the side and hug a tree and do it again. You're just taking a huge static hold in that lower body. Hips are lifted, squeezing the pillow. Head is down. And breathe. Yeah, looking so good. For 4 and 3, 2, and the next time those arms are up towards the ceiling, pause and lower the booty. And then, guys, let's lower the elbows down to the mat. All right, so knees bent, feet flat, pillow between the knees, elbows resting on the mat, arms bent in a 90-degree angle, palms facing each other over your midsection. Okay, adding on. Let's straighten one arm down to the hip and switch and switch and switch. And continue. Come on to your tippy toes. And then let's begin to squeeze the pillow and release, squeeze and release, and continue. Breathing in, coming into those alternating biceps curls, squeezing and releasing the force on the pillow. Woo! And breathing on the tippy toes for 3 and 2. The next time you're squeezing, hold the squeeze. Continue with the biceps curls, squeezing, heels lifted, toes down. Just toes are lightly touching the mat. Hover the elbows in space. Squeeze the torso with the upper arms. Woo! And breathe. Yeah, huge static hold. Hips are down, heels are lifted, toes are touching, squeezing the pillow for 3 and 2 and 1. And relax everything. Open those arms to a T and drop both knees over to the left, pillow still between the knees. And just feel that side body stretch. All right, guys. And then maintaining this position with the lower body, let's just squeeze the pillow and release. Squeeze the pillow and release. And continue squeezing and releasing the pillow. Woo, squeezing those thighs together. Woo, feeling this quite a bit actually. For 3 and 2. And the next time you're squeezing the pillow, just maintain that squeeze and breathe for 4, 3, 2. Release the squeeze of the pillow and come back to center. All right, then let's take those knees and drop them to the right. All right, knees to the right, and then let's feel the body settle into the stretch and begin to squeeze the pillow and release, squeeze and release, and continue. Woo, feeling those inner thighs quite a bit, feeling that nice twisty sensation in the spine. Woo, and breathe. For 3, feels really good, and 2, and 1, and come back to center. All right, guys, from here, let's release the dumbbells, lace the fingertips behind the head, and bring those knees into tabletop, coming into a crunch. The crunch is optional, guys. If the crunch doesn't feel good for you, you can keep your head flat, no big deal. And then squeeze the pillow and release, squeeze and release, squeeze and release, and squeeze and hold. Just hold, squeeze the pillow, maybe maintaining that crunch or lying flat, either is fine. For 4, 3, 2, and then let's lower the feet down, grab the pillow, lift the hips, and put the pillow under the hips. So the booty is now resting on the pillow, keeping the head flat. Let's bring one knee into tabletop and the other knee into tabletop. Open those arms to a T, and then let's tick-tock those knees from side to side with the hips on the pillow, and just notice how this feels for your spine with that little bit of support. Feels pretty good. For 3 and 2 and 1, and lower those feet down. All right, guys, let's press the arms into the mat by the hips, keeping the head down, knees in tabletop. Begin to press your hands into the mat, bringing those knees towards your belly button a little bit more and doing it again. So I'm interested in a reverse curl situation, keeping the head down. And then finally, if you wish, you can begin to roll up vertebrae by vertebrae, bringing the knees more over the chin if that feels good for you. Yep, I'm seeing some takers for that. You can also keep the legs straight if that's better. For 3 and 2 and 1, lower those feet down. Lift the hips, remove the pillow from underneath you. And then let's drop, take a step apart with the feet, and then drop both knees over to the left. Lace the fingertips behind the head. Take an inhale, exhale, crunch straight up the center. Inhale, lower, exhale, crunch up the center. Continue and breathe, lifting and lowering, crunching straight up the center. Fingertips laced behind the head, resting the head in the hands. Woo, feeling that really terrific stretch in that right quadriceps area. That's the top of the thigh. I think I said left, I meant right. Anyways, your top, the front of your top thigh. Woo! Yep, for 3, 2, and 1, lower down. Okay, keep your lower body as it is. Fingertips laced behind the head. Open those elbows wide to the side. And just feel that stretch in the shoulder area, across the chest, in the arms. Woo, for 3, and 2, and 1. Let's pivot those knees to center. And then drop them over to the other side. And notice how foreign this stretch feels. By the way, those feet are pretty far apart, so there's room for your knees to be staggered. And just allow for that stretch to happen. And then we'll invite a little movement in. Take an inhale, exhale, crunch up the center. Inhale, lower, exhale, crunch. Continue and breathe. Woo. Following out that belly, feeling those oblique muscles really firing up here. Going for that little teeny tiny waist. Woo. Yep. Breathing, making it count. Not relying on slop or momentum or gravity. Really, again, being in control of the starting and stopping points and in control of that entire mid-range of motion for 3, and 2, and 1. Lower down again, just feeling that terrific stretch in the shoulder area. And that top quadriceps again. Yeah, remember those circle things we did, holding the elbows into the waist and making those circles with the dumbbells? So this is a really nice stretch after that little sequence. For 3, and 2, and 1. All right, guys, switching gears. Let's come to a side lying position with the dumbbells nearby and the pillow nearby. So side lying position and dumbbells and pillow nearby. Okay, and then let's take, so it doesn't matter which side you're on because we'll switch in a moment. But let's take that pillow, guys, and place it kind of under the bra strap, placing the elbow directly below the shoulder. Knees are in front of the hips, legs are bent in a 90-degree angle. So the chest, or the side of the torso, is just lightly touching or maybe not touching that pillow at all. It's just there as a reminder to remind ourselves that we don't want to lean into the pillow. Yep. So we're using our core to hold us upright. And then grab a dumbbell, elbow into the waist or the hip bone as it is. Hover those feet. Take an inhale, exhale, lift that top knee, arm up to the ceiling, and lower, and do it again, and continue. So, by the way, if this upper body position is bothering you, you can get rid of the pillow and you can lie your head flat onto your bottom arm, or you can come into a position like this. So that's an option too. Yep. And breathe, keeping those feet lifted, finding that long straight line with that spine. Also try to keep that head in line with the spine. Whoa, feeling this quite a bit. For 4, and 3, and 2. And the next time everything is lifted, pause. All right, guys. And then keep that bottom leg as it is, but just hover that top ankle. And then bring the knee to the elbow, kick it long, do it again, and continue. You are breathing. Yeah, feeling a lot of side body work going on here. Woo! Breathing. Yeah, looking so good. Really energetically drawing that knee towards the elbow, recruiting those oblique muscles to the greatest degree possible. Woo! For 4, and 3, and 2, and 1. Lower down. Nice job. Let's set the dumbbell down and just take that pillow, slide it forward. And then come to a sideline position, reaching both arms forward. Take that top arm up and over, all the way back to the ground. So this is the side body stretch. And if you wish, you can look over those far fingertips. Notice how that top outer thigh and booty area are feeling. Yeah, feeling that quite a bit from that work we just did. And breathe for 3 and 2 and 1. Okay, we're not done yet. This time, we'll just leave the pillow where it is, but let's come back to a sideline position. And this time you can come on to resting your head on your hands, or you can rest your ear on your bicep. Let's take that top leg straight up to the ceiling. Reach up, grab onto that leg, pull it towards you, just feeling that really nice side body stretch. And hold for 3 and 2 and 1. And then let's take that leg straight down towards the ground and lift and lower, and continue. So we're really targeting this outer booty area here. And breathe. Feels really good. Just notice how all that work is working. And you can place your hands on your waist, guys. See if you can really focus and feel those oblique muscles. They're not the primary movers here, obviously, but you can begin to feel them working if you really focus on it. Yeah, so see, let's just take a moment and see if we can find that. You feel those muscles moving under your hand when you rest your hand around your waist? Woo! And breathe. Yeah, looking so good. For 4 and 3 and 2. And the next time that leg is lifted, pause. Pivot those toes down. And then let's tap the ground in front and then up and over and in back and continue. Yeah, so with that head of the femur rotated in a slightly different direction in the hip socket. And then with this rainbow arc, you should be feeling this in a different area in that glute. Again, going for that really cute, perky booty and breathing. Woo. For 4 and 3 and 2 and 1. Oh my goodness. Okay. Then, guys, from here, I just want you to roll forward onto your belly. So you're just going to roll down onto your belly. All right. And then let's place the elbows underneath the shoulders. Energetically draw those elbows towards your belly button, using that as leverage to create space and length between the vertebrae in your spine, and also create that nice stretch in the abdominal area. Squeeze those booty cheeks. Squeeze those booty cheeks a lot. And then let's bend both knees and straighten. Bend and straighten. Squeeze those booty cheeks. Maybe energetically hover the knees above the mat. Ooh, really feeling those hamstrings. Really feeling those booty cheeks. Woo! For 3 and 2 and 1, and lower both feet down. Nice job. Then let's take our left cheek to the mat, looking to the right, arms at your sides, palms facing up, and allow those heels to flop open. And enjoy that stretch in the neck. And breathe for 3 and 2 and 1, and come back to center. This time, guys, let's tuck those hands under the shoulders. Palms are down, elbows are lifted, toenails pressing into the mat, navel tucked to the spine. Take an inhale. As you exhale, press into those hands just a little bit, gazing slightly forward, and then lower and lift. And do it again. If it feels good for you, you can begin to increase your range of motion. If it doesn't feel good for you, please do not increase your range of motion. So remember, listening to your body. Woo! And breathe. Either way, you are squeezing those booty cheeks a lot. Yeah, looking good. Going for that spinal extension, feeling those triceps. Woo! For 3 and 2 and 1. Come all the way down, right cheek to the mat. Arms resting at your sides, looking to the left. Just enjoying this moment of rest. Yep, feels really good. I feel like I could hang out here for the rest of the day. I've actually got, let's see, 8 more Pilates classes to teach after this. So I have a busy day in front of me. So this little rest feels really great. For 2 and 1. And then guys, let's place those hands under the shoulders again. Tuck those toes underneath you. Take an inhale, exhale. Let's press up into an upright plank position. Yep, and breathe and hold. Woo! Yep, breathing, holding, hands under the shoulders, navel tucked to the spine. Booty is not sagging, waist is not sagging. Straight line for 4, 3, 2. Lower the knees down. Separate those knees. Reach that booty back towards the heels. And walk those fingertips forward, coming into a really yummy child's pose type stretch. And then let's walk those hands over to the right. Come back to center, walk those hands over to the left. Come back to center. And then coming to all fours, kick one leg out behind, reaching the opposite arm forward. And breathe. If you wish, guys, you can draw the knee to the elbow underneath your body and kick it long and do it again. I am not going to do that today, but you are welcome to if that feels good for you. Also, if your wrists are talking to you, you can come on to what we call gorilla fist. Yep, loving it. And breathe for 4, 3, 2, and come to center. And you guessed it, let's do that on the other side. So reaching the other arm forward, the other leg behind, and then maybe begin to draw the knee to the elbow underneath your belly button and kick it long and do it again. Woo. And breathe. Looking good. For 4 and 3, 2 and 1, and come back to center. All right, guys, next, let's come to a side lying position on the other side. We'll start with that pillow underneath the bra strap area again. One dumbbell in hand, elbow tucked into the waist, full of right angles in our body. And then let's hover those ankles and lift and lift and lift and continue. Woo! And breathe. Yeah, looking fabulous. Ooh, feeling that outer thigh of the top leg, feeling that inner thigh of the bottom leg. See if you can feel the inner thigh of the top leg as you resist gravity, purposefully lowering that top leg. And breathe. Looking good. Woo! Feeling this quite a bit for 3 and 2 and 1. All right, let's set that dumbbell down. Remove the pillow from underneath you, and we will come to a side lying position. Reach that arm forward, and then up and over again, feeling that nice twisty stretch. If you wish, you can look over those far fingertips. I love the feeling of activity, and then followed by just a brief moment of rest and a stretch and tuning into what's going on in your body. It's a really nice way to create intention. All right, guys. And then let's come back to center. And we will take that top head, take the head, hopefully it's on top. And then we'll rest it onto the hand, or you can rest your ear on your biceps, or for that matter, you can keep the pillow under your torso, whatever feels best for you. But let's kick that top leg long. And then from here, guys, we'll just lift and lower. And then remember how we were really focusing on that oblique area? See if you can find that. And if that leg is bouncing and moving through space quickly, slow it down. The slower you go, the harder it is because you don't have that momentum. So it's like, kind of reminds me of riding a bike up a hill really, really slowly instead of like pumping and going fast. So it makes it harder. Whoa. All right, feeling this. Yeah, feeling this quite a bit. For 3 and 2. And then next time that leg is lifted, pause. And then in the head of the femur and the hip socket, let's pivot those toes down. And then tap in front, up and over and back, up and over in front, and continue. Yep, and again, just targeting a different area in that booty area. Woo! And again, see if you can really feel those oblique muscles. And again, they're not the primary movers, and they might even naturally just not join this party. But if you invite them and try to make them like the guest star, you can really begin to feel those muscles not only showing up, but working quite hard. Whoa, yeah, breathing. Again, going for that cute perky booty. Woo! For 4 and 3 and 2 and 1. Oh my gosh, that really, really snuck up. Okay, let's do that side body stretch one more time. Reaching both arms forward, top arm up and over. If you wish, you can look over those far fingertips and just notice how fabulous that stretch feels in that glute area. For 3 and 2 and 1, and come back to center. All right, guys, let's again pivot to lying on the belly. So we'll lie on the belly, placing the elbows underneath the shoulders again, energetically drawing the elbows towards your bottom rib or your hip bone. Squeeze the booty cheeks a lot, and then let's just begin to flutter kick those legs. So just little tiny kicks, squeezing those booty cheeks. Navel is tucked to the spine. Woo. And by the way, if this isn't great for your back, you can come down to any other position that feels better for you. Breathing, squeezing those booty cheeks, really feeling those hamstrings. So we're not bending and straightening the legs, guys. We're keeping the legs straight, but it's the head of the femur moving in the hip socket, which is causing this movement. All right, and then let's find stillness. Lift both legs, open and close, and continue. And breathe. And if this is hurting your pubic area, you can place your hips on a pillow. Ooh, or place a pillow under. Yeah, you know what I mean. And breathe. Woo, squeezing, breathing. Oh man, feeling those outer thighs, feeling those inner thighs, feeling that booty area, feeling that spinal extension, still energetically drawing those elbows towards your hips. Breathing. Wow, this is like so many muscles active for 4 and 3 and 2 and 1, and pause. Nice job. Let's bend those knees bent, and then begin to make circles with those feet. Just taking a little bit of an active rest here, and pause, and let's make circles in the other direction. For 3 and 2 and 1. And then, guys, let's place the hands underneath the shoulders again. Tuck the toes underneath you and press back up into that plank position. And breathe. And then let's come into little hip ticks. So lower your left hip and then your right and continue. I'm actually going to omit that, but if that feels good for you, enjoy that. Inviting the obliques to the party again. Whew. All right, guys. Now, if it's better for you on your elbows, of course, come to your elbows. If it is okay on the wrists, maybe begin to bend and straighten those arms just a tiny amount. Little mini push-ups. Hollow out that belly for 3 and 2 and 1. Lower the knees down. Take a step apart with those knees. Reach the booty back towards the heels. Slide or walk those fingertips forward. Just take a few breaths. Maybe set an intention for the day. And again, let's walk those fingertips over to the right. Walk those fingertips to center and walk them over to the left. Walk them back to center. And then walk yourself up. Yeah, really, really well done, guys. And then, however you wish, let's come up to a standing position. Man, once again, I feel like this class flew by. All right, guys, once you're all the way up to the top, let's take those arms, swing them from side to side, and notice how your body feels after all of that activity. Yeah, so this wasn't necessarily a sweaty class, but we got a lot of good muscular training in. We got balance, we got stretching. Let's come to center. Slide those right fingertips down towards the outside or down the outside of the right thigh. Taking that left arm up and over. And come to center and then slide those left fingertips down, reaching that right arm up and over. For 3 and 2 and 1, and come to center. One final time, swing those arms from side to side. I want to thank you guys for joining me today. I hope you feel strong, stretched, centered, and balanced. Let's come to center. Reach those arms overhead. Drop the shoulders. Curl the fingertips over. Tuck the chin to the chest. Roll down vertebrae by vertebrae. When you get down to the bottom, nod your head. Heck yes, I feel amazing. Take any little wiggle or stretch that feels good for your body. And then find softness in the knees. Head is heavy. Roll up vertebrae by vertebrae. Coming all the way up. When you get to the top, bring those shoulders up, back and down, up, back and down. One more time, up, back and down, and walk into your day with your awesome Pilates posture. I want to thank you guys for joining me so much. I appreciate it, and I hope you guys have a fabulous day.